Hi guys, it's Eero here and I'm here with Samuli, and today we want to talk about certain very important subjects. Basically, we're going to talk about certain beliefs and fallacies and just kind of straight up lies that have been very dominant in the world of bodyweight fitness, also in the world of movement training as well. Now the reason why this is so important is because people actually, we as well, we based our actions, we base what we do in training on certain beliefs that might be more or less conscious or unconscious. But if these beliefs are sort of false, then they very easily lead people to completely wrong direction, to wrong paths. And so the first fallacy that we have actually here is that every single person is capable of achieving extreme skills, extreme flexibility, extreme strength, pretty much any sort of extreme physical ability. And Samuli, for example, I think he learned, many years ago already, through the hard way, that this is not the case at all.
Yeah, exactly. I originally started training when I was 19, and I saw like the Hannibal the King, the black guy, doing like chin-ups and human flags, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna learn this. And for the next 4 years, I trained as hard as anyone can train, and super consistently. Like I didn't skip any days when it came to workouts. And after 4 years, I got very strong. I built some muscle, but I never got really close to reaching like some of these super extreme skills like planche, front lever, and one arm chin up. Like I got quite close with the one arm chin up, but never really quite there. And I really tried almost everything, like every tactic, this and that, and almost everyone what people kept saying, like just follow the progression, just do this, and you will eventually get there. But after trying for years and years, I realized that I just didn't have it in me. Like I didn't have the right body type or the right genetic makeup to learn some of these skills. Because the thing with these extreme skills is that you need to have the right muscle fiber type to perform these skills. And you also need to have the right body type to perform these skills. And that's exactly the reason why many times when you see people doing like these amazing stunts, they're often like very short, because when it's a lever, it relies on the lever, and it's plain physics. If you are short, it will be like much easier to perform compared to if you're like really tall and you have like long legs and like that. And likewise, many of these extreme skills require extreme strength. And the reality is that most people, although everyone can get stronger and can get strong, not everyone has the same potential when it comes to building like absolute strength. And many of these extreme skills require like extreme strength, like you have to be like genetic freak to perform these skills. And now I know that a lot of people keep saying like, whoa, we have this one guy who is tall and big and he's performing the skill, so I must be wrong. But if you look closely at the person, he is extreme in one other area. Like he may have like extreme genetics when it comes to like the strength. He has like super fast twitch muscle fibers, which allows him to like perform these stunts.
Yeah, like was basically that it's not just this one thing that he worked really hard for it and he was tall, but he actually had multiple different attributes in his body, multiple advantages in his genetic makeup. But I had very similar sort of experience, and I was so pissed when I couldn't get these skills, because I thought that this is kind of the I need to get them, and like that it's possible. I thought that it should be possible for me because I thought that I had pretty big, for example, bones and good sort of insertions in the muscles, and I thought I really should be able to get these things, and when I couldn't, it just felt like really damaging, because how could I then get strong? But I also realized then what I didn't back then is that although I couldn't achieve a certain one arm chin up or one arm handstand or some other skill, I still found out over the years that I was able to move like incredibly well, and I was able to go to a very high level physically. I wasn't able to get a plunge, but I was able to become like extremely strong in so many other ways. And something that Samuli talk about, this sort of exceptions, is that this has such a big connection down to this fallacy, because this exception sort of created in some ways, because it portrays the exceptions are the excuse that people have, that so that everyone should be or that everyone is capable of achieving these skills. But it is actually a bias, and it's called a survival bias, where these people who have the natural genetic potential, these certain muscle fibers, certain leverage and in their body, are able to achieve these skills. And then people look like that's the universal truth, but actually it only contains a very small exception, a small part of the people.
Yeah, the big thing is that the exceptions don't make the rule. But now in bodyweight fitness, it's like the exceptions are the rule.
Yeah.
Like it's like we have like, even if we have like one room full of exceptions, which is possible when you have like really big following, like we can find the exceptions from the audience and be like, come here and let's do this one arm chin up. Everyone here, like, let's do it like 5 people. And when it's 5 people, it means like everyone can do it.
Yeah.
Or like, and like that. But still, it's not the reality. And like, we talk about this with Steve Maxwell. Like, Steve Maxwell has seen it like after decades of experience that that's just the reality. Not everyone can, and not everyone even need to be able to perform these extreme skills, because what it really is, it's just fake authority. It's like the extreme skill, it has nothing to do whether you are actually like a good coach, a good trainer or not. Like, of course, the trainer has to be in shape, the trainer has to be strong and walk the walk, but in most cases it's just like, it's just fake, because these guys, they put themselves on this pedestal you can never reach, and then they are like, you have to reach these skills to get to my level, and it's just not possible.
Yeah, I think that was perfectly said, because because this leads us to actually to the second fallacy. The first one was that everyone is capable of achieving all these skills, these extreme stunts. But the second thing is that actually everyone should also try to acquire these skills, because it is the sort of highest level. It's been portrayed like it's above everything else. When you can do a plunge, somehow being able to do a single gimmick skill is above all other physical attributes that you might have in your body. And now this is the second part. And I really believe that these exceptions, like we talk about here, have been a little bit somewhat abusing their position at the top, because this really take people to completely wrong path, and to a path that I think ultimately people will not find the fulfillment there. They will not find what is promised, which is basically the mastery over your body, or to really become truly healthy, or to have well-rounded strength.
Yeah, it's the same thing in the fitness industry. Like, you see these like humongous like bodybuilders with like muscles of this size, like and they are like, yeah, you can do this. No, but that's not the case. Like, it's exactly the same. Like, it's just in different context. Exactly the same. Like, almost everyone can build muscle and lower their body fat, but very few have the genetic potential to be like Olympian bodybuilder, or be like so low body fat that they look like they're like I don't
paper touch skin and
exactly.
like just this roadmap of veins coming from everywhere.
Yeah, like everyone can look good, get muscular, and get low body fat, like six pack, but the extreme is always like play only for the extreme individuals who have that one attribute in that one area.
Yeah, it's funny because I think that in bodybuilding and just like general fitness world, this sort of fallacy, it has started to come out because people are now like, okay, steroids and genetics, so it's like it's more visible, but still I think it's much more, how do you say, like it's still much more hidden in calisthenics and movement training. Although it's the exact the same thing, but still we can't. So this is what we kind of want to bring to the light, that it is the same thing when it comes to these sports that are not really based on so much the looks, but also based on certain skills or just whatever sort of flips or gymnastic stunts as well.
Yeah, and the big thing was that like if you want to learn these skills and you have the potential to learn these skills, it's fine. It's okay to learn them, but they should never be the priority because it's just not the real thing. Like the real thing is just focusing on the health, the posture and performance of the body. And
yeah, because I honestly believe the same, that you might be able to achieve these skills. It might be in your grasp, in your potential, but at the same time you are kind of neglecting like thousands of other possibilities as your body has. And there are these people who now think that there is nothing else, but you actually have, like, I believe everyone has their own sort of extreme, their own superpower that they can reach, but they will miss it completely when you're just chasing what everyone else is trying to chase. So you do have your sort of unique potential that is incredibly great, but you're limiting it with this sort of predetermined and falsely kind of raised to the pedestal ideals.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fake standard. In terms, it's like it means you are only good at the skills you practice. It doesn't mean you are like universally athletic. It doesn't mean you are universally strong. Like if you look at the best athletes in football, in mixed martial arts or boxing, like some of them cannot even do like a proper pull-up. Most of them can, but some of them can only do this. And still they can be one of the strongest athletes in their given sport. And
yeah, because people focus on things like what is your maximal jump, which has like very little to do with overall performance unless you are doing like a long jump or high jump or something like this. And people also like focus on this like back lever or whatever lever it might be. In terms of like other sports, it has almost no carryover at all. And the same thing is like about the muscle size and stuff like that. It doesn't make you dominate necessarily at all when it comes to, for example, fighting, that we're interested in, like having these big muscles
or the explosive like muscle fiber type.
Yeah,
because that's why I like boxing and mixed martial arts or martial arts in general, because in like mixed martial arts, let's say UFC, you see all kinds of athletes. You see the explosive athletes, you see the endurance athletes, and everything between. And in every like division, you see like a different guy at the top. Like sometimes it's the super explosive, the super muscular, like the guy at the top.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like the guy who is the most technical and is not that explosive. And it's not because of their training, but because of their genetic makeup. And what we want to like show is that it's like perfectly fine that you don't have the muscle fiber type for these extreme skills or this extreme strength. You can still be the best you can be, and even the best in the world, as long as you just own yourself and realize what is your true athletic type. Like personally, I have genetics for strength. Like I get quite strong and I can do like strong lifts and stuff, but I'm not that like explosive. Like it just doesn't happen. But I work with what I have and I'm happy with it. And even when I cannot learn the advanced extreme skill or extreme flexibility, I can still like move my body and learn to move my body very well. I can still get quite strong and fit and look good and everything else. And I'm like super happy with it. Like, why do you need to be like extremely muscular anyway? Like, if you are like heterosexual, the girls, they don't even like it. And likewise, why do you need to have that extreme skill anyway? Because like if you just move well and you look good and you're relatively strong, you're like already like amazing.
Yeah, and I think it's so great because you talk about the MMA and how it showcases such a broad spectrum of like athletic types, because we also have like we talk about the the bodybuilding, we talk about the calisthenics, and now we have even the athlete that also has a certain archetype that people have in their mind about athlete who should look like certain in a certain way. An athlete should be always shredded, really muscular, and have the perfect proportions of like a Greek statue, which is just does not hold. It isn't true. So you can really look like you're not that athletic. You can be pretty soft, have kind of a dad bod almost, Some people have, but yet this is just because they kind of naturally look like so, but they can still be on a really high level in the sport that they're at. And
likewise, there can be like really strong looking guy who's ripped to the bone and he cannot fight for his life. Like you can just slap him like this. But usually if the guy looks good, he usually is.
Yeah, often.
But it's not like always like that. And sometimes, like Eero said, there are guys who don't look like anything and they will like
dominate.
They will dominate and rip you.
They kick ass.
Yeah,
But so this all is to illustrate like how much there are these possibilities, how much you can, or how much you should respect the uniqueness of yourself, and because I really believe it is paradoxical, the whole thing, but people, by accepting the limits that they personally have, because you need to accept and recognize the limits that you have, and you need to kind of face and confess the weaknesses that you have in your body, because I did that, Samuli did that in his past, and by doing this, by facing the weakness, we are actually able to uncover our true potential towards, that's the direction where we're now heading.
Yeah, exactly. Like before, I was spending all of my time on learning things I couldn't even learn. But now I'm spending all of my time on things which are within my potential, and I have never been happier, and I've never been more fulfilled, and that's it.
It's the same feeling that I have, like, because when I was chasing, I just never felt it was enough. I never felt I was actually strong, and I never felt that I could like fulfill anything. But it's like now just this strength and energy that you feel in your body because you're just following your like own flow, your own path is incredible.
Yeah, it's actually like kind of neurotic, because like sometimes on Instagram you see this like big bodybuilder. He's like making some progress pics, like his arm looks like huge, and he's like complaining that his arm development is like horrible, and it's you like clearly see that this guy is not happy with anything. He's like, oh, like my arm, because someone else who has like better genetics maybe and has been training longer maybe has better arms. So this guy is feeling really bad because he doesn't have the same thing. But nobody has the same thing. Like I don't have the same thing as Eero. Nobody has the same thing as Eero. Nobody has the same thing as me. And I'm very proud that nobody has the same thing as I do. Because I may not look like superhuman to you, but I am a superhuman.
Yeah, because the answer is really to be content about yourself and to stop comparing yourself to other people in any case. And
But
I think
yeah, I think that's it.
that's it.
Yeah, the main message was that it's just fake. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
okay.
what was the fake? Yeah, fake
Everything is fake.
Everything is fake.
Yeah, but when you start, you don't like when I started, I didn't know anything about anything, and that's how it always is when you start something new, and you always get thrown to this like the gimmicks and all the fake stuff, because you haven't seen the depth, you haven't seen like beneath the surface. So
yeah, the newcomers usually always get first caught to the gimmicks. We did as well, and I think
Yeah.
almost everyone.
And I made lots of mistakes by chasing these extreme skills, because I hurt my elbows, and it took like 5 years to fix them with our modern methods, which we now use. And I hurt my rib cage, and I hurt like many areas of my body, and for no reason whatsoever, except to learn what is true. And this is.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. I hope you really, got something out of this, because we really try to talk from our very our experience, and try to bring you this sort of something that is no more false, that is actually more
In tune with reality.
more in tune with reality.
Okay,
Yeah.
I also want to thank you for everyone who watched this video.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Stay strong. So hey guys, just quickly before you go, Samuli has started to post a lot more stuff on his Instagram as well, and he's a really unbelievable dude, and I think you might be very interested to follow what he does. So go check his Instagram out. It's Samuli Jur. And also my own Instagram is Eero West, and you can check that out as well. I post there every single week, almost every day something for you guys as well. So go check those Instagrams out, and I will see you in the next video. Hey guys, and thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, because it really tells us what kind of content you maybe like to see in the future, and it also helps us tremendously to spread our message here on this channel. In the description you can also find a link to the related article. These are very in-depth, thorough articles that really take you to the roots of training and offer a lot of additional information in addition to these videos. But before you go, there's something that I have for you, something really amazing, because I have a free mobility class for people to learn how to build mobility, how you can relieve pain and tiredness, and improve your performance through just acquiring a healthier body. And I'm hosting this class with my friend Suvi, and in it I'm going to share some of my best mobility exercises and the correct methods that I think everyone should know about training for mobility. Because this is knowledge that I've learned, over the years of research, studying around the world, different training disciplines, and I really want you to take an advantage of this opportunity, guys. So join now at adayofmobility.com, and I will see you guys there. Stay strong!